Hello, everybody. This is your main man, Keith, here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Tuesday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are already in week 17 already of this Toronto Huskies franchise. So, we are facing off against the Baltimore Ravens. We're at home this time. And if we win that, we advance on to the wildcard weekend, which we're already in postseason. We're the number 2 seed. And here is the playoff picture in case if you're wondering. So we're the number 2 seed. We would be facing off against the Cleveland Browns next weekend. And if we win that, we may not face off against the Las Vegas Raiders unless if they win, because they're the number 1 seed. And we'd face them at Las Vegas if we would battle each other off in the AFC Conference Championship game. So, without a further ado, we'll see you at kickoff time. So New Year's Day in 2023 falls on a Sunday. That is the first day of the year. January 1st falls on a Sunday in 2023. So just keep that in mind. Dalton and the Toronto Huskies versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Alright, now it is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as the Baltimore Ravens kick this off, and the Toronto Huskies will return. Joe Haden, the former Pittsburgh Steelers secondary, does get stopped at the 25-yard line, as this will be a first down and 10. We see Andy Dalton stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode. So now this is going to be a first and 10. He hands the ball off to the running back Le'Veon Bell, the former Pittsburgh Steelers running back, and he runs the field, and he does get stopped at the 37 for a gain of 38 yards on that play. So now this is going to be a first and 10 here for the Huskies, and Andy Dalton, he's ready to throw the football, thinking my receiver will possibly be Rob Gronkowski, and it is. He catches the football there that time, and he does get stopped at the 18. Now we're going to go back to our recent plays. We're going to use that same exact play that we just did, but this time I'm thinking about throwing the football to AJ Green, one of my top receivers on this Toronto football team, and he does get stopped at the 1-yard line. So I'm thinking about doing a run play just on first and goal from the 1-yard line, because it's only just 1 yard away. And Dalton hands the football off to Le'Veon Bell. He does get stopped, though, at the 4. He does lose at least 3 yards there on that play. And now I'm thinking about using an I form this time. So we're just going to use the 26 duo run play on second and goal, as I hand the football off to Le'Veon Bell. He does get stopped at the 3 there, and this will be third and goal. I'm just going to do a short pass play on this drive. So I'm going to use the curls pass play on third and goal. And I'm thinking my receiver will possibly be AJ Green. And he does, in fact, get the first touchdown of the game. This is his 18th touchdown reception of the season. And the Toronto Huskies lead at 7-0 here at Maple Leaf Stadium in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Alright, now we see Lamar Jackson stepping onto the field for the first time in this episode. The Louisville product, whose birthday is on January 7th. He's going to run the football. He's really well known for running the football despite being a quarterback. So he's going to run the field. And will he get stopped at all? It's a question. No, he does not, but he just runs it straight into the end zone there that time. And now it's going to be tied 7-7 here in Toronto. We'll see you guys when we are at kickoff. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Toronto. Justin Tucker kicks this away for the Baltimore Ravens, and Joe Haden is ready to return the kickoff here for Toronto. And Toronto, they get stopped at the 31-yard line here. So now this is going to be a 1st and 10. We're going to use the I form here. We're going to run the football with some Le'Veon Bell. And now Andy Dalton hands the football off to Le'Veon Bell. He does get a 1st down, though. He does a juke move there that time. So he has 4 rushes and 50 yards in this football game already. So first and 10 from the 45. Andy Dalton, he's ready to throw the football. I'm thinking about throwing it to Gronk. And he gets a juke move in there that time. And he gets stopped at the 24. And now this will be a 1st down and 10. So we're going to do a pass play. Hopefully my receiver will be A.J. Green possibly. I'm going to throw it to A.J. Green there. He does get this into the end zone, and that is a touchdown. 2nd receiving touchdown of the football game by A.J. Green there. And the Toronto Huskies lead it 14-7 here at Maple Leaf Stadium. We'll see you guys in the 2nd quarter. All right, now it is punt return time, 4th and 1, beginning of the 2nd quarter, as Sam Cook punts us away, and Jordan White, who you guys saw in the last episode, return a punt return for a touchdown. And will he do it again in Week 17? He breaks a tackle there, and he gets it into the end zone. That will be his 2nd punt return for a touchdown in his career. 88-yard return, by the way. And the Toronto Huskies lead it 21-7 here in Maple Leaf country of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So we're going to take a break. All right, now the Ravens did get their 1st turnover. They lost the football that time, and it was apparently Trevor Greensburg that recovered the fumble. And Frank Gore runs the football, and he only gained about 6 yards there on that play. So now this is going to be a 2nd and 4 now here for the Toronto Huskies. And I'm also considering of making another Toronto franchise for this Madden 21 relocation franchise city. For this Madden 21 relocation franchise series. And I might even pick the Mounties. And the other option is the Thunderbirds, which I don't really like that option. I just go for Huskies or Mounties. So this is going to be a 2nd and goal. Now Cam Newton hands the football off to Frank Gore. We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, anyway, 3rd and goal. We're at the 2-yard line here in Toronto, and Frank Gore gets his 1st rushing touchdown of the episode, and he has his 10th of the year. And if you guys saw from a couple episodes ago against the Minnesota Vikings, he had ran over 230 yards, 21 carries, and 6 rushing touchdowns in that game. I'll also have the link to the video as well, so if you guys want to check that out. We're going to attempt a 2-point conversion here, so we can extend our lead to 29-7. So we'll be winning by 22. And we hand the football off to Frank Gore. And does he get the 2-point conversion? No, he does not. But anyway, we're still leading by 20 points. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now this is 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line here in and he passes it to Marquise Brown, the cousin of NFL wide receiver Antonio Brown. So they get this into the end zone. That is a touchdown. 1st touchdown of the game for Marquise Brown, and his 1st passing touchdown for Lamar Jackson. So we'll see you guys at kickoff. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. As they kick this off, Joe Haden of the Toronto Huskies will be ready to return. He's going to break tackles along the way, and he does get stopped at the 33. 1st and 10. Now we're going to do an I form. We're going to run the football here. We're going to run the football with Le'Veon Bell, and he does a juke move there that time. He does, in fact, get the 1st down around the 44-yard line, and this will be a 1st and 10. Now, I'm going to do a passing play, even though I'm just going to run the football with Cam Newton. Lamar Jackson had over 60 yards rushing on his touchdown, his rushing touchdown of the game, so just keep that in mind. But it's now 2nd and 5 now. Cam Newton, he will also play for the third quarter in case if you guys were wondering. And then I might put Joe Flacco in for the fourth quarter. So just keep that in mind. And that will conclude the regular season there. And now we're going to throw it to AJ Green, and we'll see you guys in the second half. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10. We're at the 34. J.K. Dobbins runs the football there, and he only gained, well, let's just say he didn't gain nor lose any yards on that play. That's what I call it whenever it's no yards gained or lost. So now the 2nd and 10 now, J.K. Dobbins actually loses 2 yards on that play. So now this is going to be a 3rd and 12 now here for the Baltimore Ravens as they are on offense. So 3rd and 12 now here for the Ravens. They're going to throw the football, but there is a flag on the field. And it is, I think, a roughing the passer call. And it is on Toronto. It is on Jordan White, who returned that incredible punt return for a touchdown. So now this will be a 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. They hand the football off to J.K. Dobbins, and he loses another yard. And now this will be a 2nd and 11 now for the Baltimore Ravens football team. So now we're going to play some defense. So they're going to actually throw the football, and it's Marquise Brown who scored the team's only receiving touchdown in this game. And this is now going to be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. So they're going to run the football with Lamar Jackson, and no one is even going to stop him. He might run it in for another touchdown, and he just proved it to you guys. He might have over 100 yards rushing in this game. So now this will be a 27-21 lead here in Toronto. We'll see you guys when we're at kickoff. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and Joe Haden, he's ready to return to kickoff here for the Huskies. And look at him return. He's going to return this all the way into the end zone. And the question in everyone's mind is, will he get it into that end zone for 6 points? The answer will be yes. 97-yard kickoff return there, and it will now be a 34-21 lead. The Huskies are still leading by 13, and we're going to take a break. All right, now we get a fumble recovery, and Trevor Williams there that time gets that fumble recovery. So now that they lose the football, they turn it over, and it is our time to shine. And Baltimore does get their 2nd turnover of this football game, in case if you're wondering. And Cam Newton, he's ready to throw the football. He's going to pass it to Jason Witten, and he uses the juke move there, and he jumps on into the end zone. That's a touchdown, and 62 yards, by the way, and we'll see you guys at the fourth quarter. All right, now this is 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson gets sacked there by Cam Jordan. He has his 17th on the season. Now this is going to be a 2nd and 18 now here for the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm supposedly thinking they're going to do a passing play. And he does get sacked again, but this time it's on J.J. Watt that made the sack. So this is his 15th sack of the year, and 3rd and 22 from the 41-yard line here in Maple Leaf Stadium in Toronto. And now Lamar Jackson throws the football. That time it's incomplete, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 22. But the question in everyone's mind is, will they make that 4th down conversion and still have possession of the football? And they throw it, and the answer is no. So he had 98 passing yards in this game, and really he has more rushing. He has at least over 100 some rushing yards in this football game, which they still will make the postseason. Keep that in mind. So Rob Gronkowski gets the reception there. Joe Flacco 1 for 1, 18 yards on that play. All right, 2nd and 20 now. We're at the 23-yard line with only a minute and 27 seconds to go. I throw the football to AJ Green there. It's incomplete. So now this is going to be a 3rd and 20 from the 23-yard line. So now Joe Flacco, he's ready to throw the football there. And he actually passes it to AJ Green that time. And now this will be his 20th receiving touchdown of the season. And I'm just going to do a fake field goal here. Fake PAT. And if we do make this, which apparently we don't, and it still stands 49-21. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. Okay, now this is a 2nd and 19 now here for the Toronto Huskies, and the Ravens do take a timeout. So now this is going to be 49-21. So now we're going to blitz on the defense here. 46 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. So he's going to throw the football there, and he passes it to Cameron Davis, the rookie from the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado. So now this is 49-21 here. And now this is going to be a 1st and 10. They're at the 37-yard line. And now Lamar Jackson, he is going to get sacked. The ball is out. And apparently the Ravens do have it, so they take their time out. All right, now 2nd and 20 now from the 47 here in Toronto, and they make the final snap of the game, and we actually win our 14th game of the year. So we officially have made the playoffs. The regular season is over. We won this game 49-21. So all I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future, and we'll see you guys in postseason. So we'll see you at statistics. All right, Lamar Jackson, 143.3, 8 out of 11, 133 yards and 1 touchdown on the day. Andy Dalton, 158.3 passer rating, 5 for 5, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. Cam Newton and Joe Flacco both posted 149.3s and scored 1 touchdown each. So Lamar Jackson, 10 carries, 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. Frank Gore had 5 carries and 27 yards and 1 touchdown. AJ Green had 5 receptions, 89 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Jason Witten with 1 touchdown, and Marquise Brown as well. Brown, by the way, scored the only offensive receiving touchdown. And now Malcolm Jenkins, Cameron Jordan, and J.J. Watt all had 1 sack each. And kickoff returns, Joe Haden had 4, 195, and he had 1 touchdown. Jordan White, on his only punt return, scored a touchdown. All I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys at Wildcard Weekend.